we're going to focus on our strengths here. And for me, my 5 top strengths, number 1 is I know I'm very creative. I'm very creative. You can give me a hanger. And if you say, Kepo, do something creative with this hanger. I might not know at that point in time when you're asking me what to do with it, but I promise you I will come up with something and to be very creative. It's a skill and it's a talent of mine. I'm not ashamed to own it. I own it. I am creative. As a child, I was very creative with my excuses. As an adult, I've been very creative with my excuses too. But I'm learning to use my creativity in more productive ways. The second thing is I am naturally a high energy, fun loving person. I'm one of those people that I don't need coffee. The only time I needed coffee in my life was when I was pulling stupid 90-hour work weeks. And I saw how come, what are my colleagues doing? How come they're able to function at midnight? And then I discovered coffee. I discovered double shot espresso. But that stuff I didn't last long doing that kind of thing. I don't know how people just pound and pound and pound caffeine back to back like that. I can't do it. Not for me. But naturally, I'm one of those people that, sometimes, some mornings, it takes me a while to boot. But when I boot, it's on. Let's go. High energy. I remember as a child, fun fact, I'm the youngest of several siblings. And we always lived in a full house. It wasn't just me and my siblings and my parents. It was always me, siblings, and cousins. And I remember I have memories of me waking up maybe on a Saturday morning and I'll just start humming and singing or doing something. And I remember my siblings just telling me to shut up. Can you stop making that noise? I mean, I'm just I don't understand. Let's get up. Trust me, it wasn't every morning. Especially when I knew that I needed to do some chores, I had to get creative about how to dodge that work. But anyways, my point is I'm that annoying flatmate or housemate. If we go on vacation together or in the house, I'll wake up early, okay, get up, let's do this, So that is a skill and a talent of mine. And that is something that I can channel to whatever I am doing. That is why on these episodes, in the past ones, if you haven't watched them, please go back to the beginning and start from the beginning. Lots of yummy stuff there for you. But I bring a lot of high energy to things. I have the ability to bring joy to the joyless things. So in practical terms, for example, maybe there is something in my business that I don't really enjoy doing. For example, these episodes that I'm recording now, at some point, I'm going to have to put everything together, upload it, put in notes for the production team. But I don't like doing that stuff. Funny enough, that's how much I don't like this thing. I just want to press record and disappear, right? But they have to get the files somehow, and I need to give them special notes. I don't like doing that stuff. But I bring joy to the joyless things. I'm like, you know what? Let's bring this high energy. I pump up some music. I get a protein bar or something, or I have my favorite, sparkling water, whatever, poppy or bubbly drink. And I'm like, let's go. And I just set a timer. Okay, let's go. And maybe if the thing is uploading and it's taking too long, I'll get up and I'll just start dancing to my song. That's how I bring joy to the joyless things so that I can actually get things done. Right? My other skill that I know that I have is my ability to break down complex things into very simple, bite-sized steps. I don't care how complicated your problem is. Come and talk to me. By the time we are done, we'll break it down into baby steps. I'm just giving you ideas of what I mean by success leaves clues, because these are the things that I realized when I was successful in doing that thing way back when. These are the things that helped me to get through. And the more I recall these things, the more I recall those traits, those character traits, the more I'm able to bring them up from inside me and apply them to this new challenge that I have in front of me. And you can do the exact same thing for yourself, right? The other thing for me that I know I'm good at is I can talk. Ooh, Lord. I know I mentioned it as kind of like a weakness earlier when I said I can ramble, but I can talk. That is why I have chosen a platform that allows me to talk. I am not one of those people that I can just get my points out across in 20-second reels. I don't know how to do it. But I can talk. I can break things down into bite size, and I will talk until I've gotten my point out. Before I go to my next skill, one way that I've used that talking is when I want to reach out to my network and I want to talk to them about what I'm doing. If I need sponsorship for something, if I need help getting connected to someone, I know how to speak to that point. I'm very eloquent when it comes to that. Especially when I've practiced, you are in trouble because I will land that plane. I will land that point. The other thing is I know I have a strong mind. And this comes with, well, part of it is natural. Part of it is just over time, building very thick skin. I'm not the type of person that if you tell me no, I'll just accept it and move on. There are times when someone rejected my offer. I won't just say, okay, thank you. I'm going to come back and say, okay, why? What were you looking for that you didn't find in it? Rather than go and cry that, oh, they didn't take my proposal. We're going to find out why. And then I'm going to ask you, okay, so if I come back in a month or next week and I have all these things, will you say yes to me then? And people don't expect that, right? Because they just accept that, okay, when you reject them, they'll go, not me. I won't just take no for an answer. And if you tell me no again, it just means that I need another version of you to tell me yes. And I'll go find that version of you that's going to tell me yes. Maybe it's going to be through another contact or something. So those are things that I had to write down. And I've had to revisit them even in the past few weeks. I kid you not, 2 weeks ago, before this day of recording this thing, I was thinking to myself, like, am I really sure that this podcast thing, am I sure? Do I have anything that I really want to talk about? Do I actually have what it takes to do this thing? And when I said, and that's the funny thing with all these negative thoughts, once you start one, then you now start to bring up other things to kind of buttress your point. Right? And I started to think, what about the coaching business as well? Do I really have what it takes to sustain it? Can I really do this long term? And I was like, hey, auntie, calm down. Remember, you have succeeded in many other things before. Let's go back to that list. And I went back to the list. And for me, from all the things I just read out to you, the only two things I needed to be reminded of was one, high energy, that I'm high energy and fun, and I can make this process of building my business, growing my podcast a lot of fun for myself. And number two, that I am eloquent and I can speak very well. I can get my points across. Those are only two things I needed to be reminded of. All the other ones, they're there, but those are the two things that jumped out at me at that point in time.